Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. We are back playing Banished, and last time, well, we survived the winter. We survived our first winter and nobody died. The problem we're running into now, though, is full employment. Everyone has a job to do, and they're all kind of important jobs, which is limiting me in what other businesses, trades, etc., I can put down. Everyone's kind of stuck doing what they're doing. So what I really need is for the kids to grow up. That would be fantastic, because right now we've got 12 adults, 8 children. Those 8 children need to grow up fast. So starting today, I think what I'm going to do is start expanding a little bit. I want my people to push out over here. What I'd like to get going is a trading post so that we can get some merchants here to hopefully buy some animals that can hopefully fit in this pasture. That is my goal for today. We'll see how that goes. Also, something that got something that got edited out of the last episode. I do have my builders building a bridge eventually when they get around to it over to the other side of the river here. I want to put a hunting post over there, hunter's cabin, whatever it's called, over there. I have decided that there may be a little Hatfield and McCoy situation in this town, and that one group of people lives over here and one group of people lives over on the other side of the river. In my little story-based mind, maybe they don't get along, but that's where the hunter's cabin is going to live, and we'll see who else ends up on that side of the river. There might be a right side and a wrong side of the river in Daveton March. But let's see what happens today. I'm going to throw down another small stockpile here, just so my settlers don't have to walk all the way over here or here to load stuff up. Maybe if it's a little more convenient for them, they might be able to clear this area faster. I'm very limited. I wanted to set up a trading post, but I actually don't have a spot to put it in. This is a little too hilly. I've got all these rocks and trees. I've got settlers marked to clear that area, but they're going to go about it really slow because I don't have a lot of laborers. I just have a very small population right now. So hopefully they can get one of these two areas cleared out where I can slap down a trading post. Trading post can only go on the river here, and this spot is not cutting it. I do not have the room in here with the fidgety fishing cabin and other stuff to fit it in. So hopefully they can get that done soon. Okay, what is your problem? What is your problem? I don't know what your problem is. Okay, whatever your problem is, you've solved it. Excellent. Good. No, you have a problem again. Yeah? What is your problem? Okay, the production limit has been reached. Okay, that's fine. Fine, great, good, super. Just have a lot of firewood then. Don't bother me about it. I've got other things to do here. And my bridge has finally been done, and that is a good-looking bridge. What a nice bridge. I just do love the visuals of this game. It's simple but very visually attractive. That's a gorgeous bridge. I'm very glad I built that. All right, let's see if we can get my hunter's cabin down somewhere in here. No, not a pasture. Hunting, there we go. Yes, we can definitely get this in here. Let's put it pretty close to the bridge. Let's have it hidden deep in the woods there. All right, my 2 builders, if you could get on that, that would be fantastic. It is just 2, right? What do we got here? 3 laborers, 1 builder. All right, I'm going to take 1 laborer off and put 1 more builder on. I'd really like to get that hunting cabin down because my food reserves are a little low right now. Alright, I am a little concerned because it is autumn and we have almost no food. I have 32 stored food. I'm not sure where all the food went that we just harvested, but it ain't in the stores. So, we got plenty of firewood, which is nice. Nobody's going to freeze this winter, but neither is anyone going to eat this winter. Oh, you're still plugging away at the apple orchard. God bless you. God bless you. I hope you can get enough apples to have everyone stay alive during the winter. Oh, I think this is going to go badly. I think we're going to start to lose some people soon. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Alrighty, I did finally get, if I can find it again, yeah, one spot where I can throw down this trading post. Everywhere else just doesn't quite work, but it will work right there. Alright, get on that, guys. Get on that. I know you have to build the hunting cabin first. I know there's only, I think, one builder actually doing anything. Let me check that. Oh, no, 2 builders. Alright, well, you know what? Let's make that 3. Because we've cleared the area that I wanted to clear, so I don't need quite that many laborers right at the moment. That laborer can just pick at this for a while. It's fine. I didn't desperately need that area cleared. Way more important that I get some builders going to finish the hunting cabin and then start immediately working on the trading post. Oh, I think this is going to be a grim winter. Food stocks are ticking up. That's good. It's nowhere near what we need, but they are at least moving in a positive direction. 144 to 156. Okay, at least it's moving in the right direction. That might be helped out by the gatherer's cabin over here. And I can't help noticing that in gathering, he's basically done slash and burn on the forest here. I actually wanted to kind of leave that as virgin forest, but when he gathers, this guy ain't messing around. He's gathering. This guy is gathering like you read about. He has gathered everything that lives beyond his cabin. So, okay, I guess that's sort of a subtle way of clearing out some space, too. We may now have to think about a forester to replant some of these trees, because we can't just strip the land bare. We've got to have some incoming resources. So after the hunter's cabin and the trading post are done, maybe then we have to think about a forester. I also have to think about a tailor. These people are going to run out of clothes. Speaking of people, how are our kids doing? Okay, no, we haven't had any more grow up. 13 adults, 8 children still. But nobody's dead. Nobody's dead. I haven't killed anyone yet. We're partway into the 2nd episode and nobody's dead. This is a win in my book. This is absolutely a win. Well, we are well into winter, and nobody is complaining yet, which is a promising start to the season. I'm curious as to why they're not complaining, because although food is, better than it was, we still have very little food to get through the winter. It took us way more food than that to get through the last winter, and we had a smaller population then. And the food is starting to tick down pretty heavily. So I'm kind of surprised, and we have, just got a notification that the reserve of food is low. This will be the winter people start to die. I can see this coming. So I don't know if we'll maybe just be able to eke it out and hopefully get this trading post and hunter's cabin built. Come on, builders. Go, go, go. But this is going to be a little grim, I think. I don't know about this one. I'm going to take some people off of farming because it's the middle of winter. There's nothing for them to do. And put them onto building. In fact, let's just leave one farmer just in case that one farmer wants to keep working on the apple orchard, which they seem to want to do all winter. And let's go heavy into building. Let's see if we can get... Yes, I know nobody is working the fields. I get it. Let's see if we can get this cabin and this trading post built sooner rather than later. Late winter and nobody's dead yet. Fingers crossed here. Fingers crossed. It's not like I'm emotionally attached to these people in any way, but... my first playthrough, everybody died, and it was really sad. So this is our 2nd winter. If I can just string them along until early spring, I feel we will have made it. And then maybe some of these kids will grow up and they can have real jobs, because right now they're just a drain on my economy. Oh, the builder's... No, the builder's not starting. What was that? You just went over and picked a mushroom for no reason. Why would you do that? Why? Yeah, see these kids? Get them building this. They're staring at it. That's great. They're staring at it. But they're not doing anything. Why did you just pick a mushroom and then leave? What's your deal, sir? You have a pickaxe, which apparently you needed to pick a mushroom. See, the fishermen are working hard. You're not working hard. Look at those fishermen. There's just crates of fish going on there. Are you finally moving over to the hunter's cabin to get working on that? You've stockpiled... Looks like you've stockpiled some materials in there. Oh, you've got to clear the area first. Okay. Alright, that makes a degree of sense. Fine, go do that. At the very least, nobody is freezing to death. The woodcutter was a good idea. I'm glad I put that down, because nobody is complaining about being cold. So, yay, Daveton Marsh. We've got a woodcutter. Everybody is warm. You probably won't be when you run out of clothes, because that's going to happen soon. But, you know, Daveton Marsh is an accepting area. We embrace all lifestyles. And if people want to walk around without clothes on, that's totally cool. I'm okay with that. Oh my god, we made it. We made it. It's early spring. Oh yes, it's early spring. Okay, farmers. We got to get our farmers back in action. Okay, so builders down and farmers up. Okay, we'll keep 3 builders, 2 laborers. That's fine for right now. Okay, great. Apple Orchard is already back in action. Excellent. We made it through another winter. Now, start growing food right now. Grow, grow, grow. Hunter's cabin still not even being worked on. They're just now finishing clearing the area. I understand that it's a very long way for them to walk to do what they need to do. And it was obviously, this is not the optimal place for a hunter's cabin. It's just where I want it. I have a story in my head of this town, and I don't care if it takes them longer to do it, and I don't care if people die next winter because of it. At the end of the day, this is where I want the hunter's cabin. This is going to be the wrong side of the river. That's what's going to happen. I will, however, just to maybe speed things up a little bit, I will help them out with some roads. That might help things along a little bit. Since the 2 buildings are taking so long to build, and I am very concerned about food, I'm going to get another crop field going. And hopefully that'll be a little more food. Our population, is growing, so more food is going to be better. I'm going to get another crop field going eventually and see if that will help for next winter. We did all right last winter, but we got dangerously low on food. Dangerously low. Everyone is doing what they need to do. All the fields are manned except for the brand new one. Yes, they are. Okay, good. All right, and this one is ready to go. Excellent. So let's put another farmer on duty. I know this will slow down the building of the other 2 buildings even more, but it's a little more important that we have farmers. So let's just take them from a laborer. We don't need 2 laborers right now. Pretty much I've cleared the area I want to clear. So 5 farmers. And well, we've already got 2 pepper, so let's go with 2 wheat. Get on that. Get on that. There you go. Is one of these farmers doing 2 jobs? Or rather, are 2 farmers on 1 field? Because that's the problem I had the last time. Nope. Okay, they've worked it out. They figured out to go to that field. Great. Good. Right by the deer, people. Just go to the deer and grow wheat. When you see the deer, you're there. If you went past the deer, you went too far. So I was just going through the notifications, and I see 2 more children were born. One was born in winter, one was born in late spring. We have Ston and Parakeet. Great. 2 more mouths to feed. Fantastic. I just checked the buildings that are not being built, and apparently we don't have enough stone for this. Apparently we just don't have enough stone to complete either of these buildings. So we really just need the stone. So let's get all the stones out of here. I'm not even sure I have any laborers assigned. Let's see what's going on with that. Nope, that one. Oh, okay, I have 3 laborers. All right, that'll do for right now. Did we have some kids grow up? Is that what happened? Yes. Yes, we had 2 kids grow up. All right, great, good. Finally, you're not a drain on the economy anymore. You have a purpose, a use. Yeah, that's right. Get over there. Get that stone so we can get these bloomin' buildings built. All right, wheat field. New wheat field's coming along great. Good. I wonder if it's worth actually slapping down yet another crop or another orchard or something. I didn't really want to fill this whole area out with farms. I kind of had other designs for that. It's not like I can't move them or destroy them and rebuild them somewhere else, but I kind of saw that part of the town looking different. But doesn't really matter what the town looks like if everyone dies of starvation. So we'll just leave it as is for right now. Yeah, check in the numbers on the 2 buildings that are halted construction. We still need more stone. We're just starving for stone right now. And what's your problem? Ah, the reserve of stone is low. Yeah, I figured that out, game. Thank you very much. I did actually manage to make that logical leap. So let's do... You know what? Let's just take all of this area down. Maybe there'll be enough stone in there. Guys, get working on that, and what I'll do for you to help with that is put down another stockpile here-ish. Yeah. That way, hopefully that will be a little more efficient. You won't have to walk halfway across the map to store the stuff. You can just store it right there. So if people want to get going on that, that'd be super. Alrighty. Hunter's cabin finally finished. Alright, so yeah, that was my problem. I wasn't keeping an eye on my stone. So let's get somebody assigned to that immediately. Yeah, you and you. Let's, yeah, we'll just take a laborer out at this point. So Hunter 1, thank you. Go hunt some stuff, man. Get hunting. And don't you worry about being lonely out here. I've got plans for this part of town. You don't worry about that. You're gonna be the McCoys. The Hatfields live over here. Still low on stone for the trading post, but it's ticking up. Let's get laborers pulling more stone from this area. I don't want to chop down all the trees right now. As I recall, I'm fine on wood. Let's just go 100% take the stone out of here. So, I don't know, here. Just take all the stone out of this area. We are still not getting enough stone for that trading post. This is ridiculous. Alright, take the stone out of this area, too. Just get all the stone, guys. If you see a stone, pick it up, bring it over to the trading post. And some more kids have grown up, too, which is fantastic. We're up to 17 adults now. And 7 children. So is there... Let's see, could people be doing other things? You know what? No. I'm going to keep the laborers at 4 just because I really need the stone. I need everyone to be collecting stone at this point. When they're done with that and the trading post is set up, we'll pull a few of them off and maybe put them into the hunter's cabin or fishing or some other sort of food production. That's what I'm always most concerned about, is having enough food to last the winter. Everything else I can sort of fidget with. Well, we've got a notification the reserve of tools is low. Well, dang. I really wasn't planning on putting up a blacksmith right away. But I guess I may have to. Woodcutter, no. Blacksmith, there we go. Not what I plan to do right at this moment. In my little fantasy story that I have running in my head, the blacksmith was going to live on the wrong side of the river. But I'm going to need to clear a space for that. I'm going to need to... Well, actually, I've got some space right here. I suppose I could slap him down in here. How does that work with my hunter's cabin? It's all... Visuals are everything. It's got to look right. I can't just slap things down willy-nilly. That's not going to work for me. It's got to look like it belongs here. What if the blacksmith... Yeah, I don't hate this, actually. Blacksmith and hunter's cabin right next to each other, and that'll start the beginnings of sort of a secondary town square that I'm going to put over here. Assuming everyone survives, of course. But, you know, in my dreams, you know, there would be another town square over here. We'll see if we can get the blacksmith built sooner rather than later. Oh my goodness, finally we got enough stone. The trading post is finally being put together. Thank goodness. Maybe now... Well, and of course now it's winter. Maybe now we can get some animals going for this pasture. And the whining about tools has started. Settlers are saying they don't have enough tools. I actually don't know the implications of that. I would assume that would mean they can't build things if they can't have tools. I mean, I don't think they're going to die if they don't have tools. That would be a little extreme. But I'm going to assume that they're going to basically say, no, we can't build that blacksmith's cabin because we don't have any tools to do it, which is really a bizarre catch-22 situation. But there it is. At least the trading post is under construction. And looking good, I must say. Looking good. I'm realizing with this population growth, I should actually probably get some more houses going. They're probably going to start to get fidgety about that soon. So I'll just kind of queue these up so that when, well, A, we have materials, and B, we actually have tools, those things can actually happen. All right, trading post finally completed. I'll poke through the inventory in a second. Let's just first of all get somebody assigned to that, most importantly. And who can we take off? We can take we can take a laborer off. That will be absolutely fine, and we'll go Trader 1. There we go. I wonder if we could we just buy tools? That would be helpful. Yes, I absolutely desire some tools. Thank you. I'd very much like some tools. Except I don't think that's what that means. I actually want to purchase tools. Oh, auto purchase. I did kind of skim this in the tutorial. I was not paying as much attention as I needed to. Alrighty, I had a little fidget with the trading post and sort of remembered how that works. I have stored some firewood and some iron, which we're doing fine on. We've got plenty of firewood and iron. In fact, the woodcutter is constantly complaining that there's too much firewood stored. So that's good. I've got that available for sale, and then I've placed an order for some tools. So when the merchant arrives, hopefully we'll get some tools in stock. And my reserve of stone is low. What a shock. I am deeply shocked by this. All right, go get the stone. It looks like there's a lot of stone right here, guys. Why don't you get working on that? Well, we are into late winter. 18 adults. We've had a couple more grow up. 6 kids. Nobody's dead yet. The only thing they're whining about is not having tools, but guys, when the trader shows up, you got tools. And if you could get the blacksmith done, you could have your own tools. So far, so good. Are we going to make it through our 3rd winter with no casualties? And we did it. We made it through our 3rd winter. Nobody is dead. We barely made it through our 3rd winter. We actually completely depleted our food stocks down to 0. But nobody died, and now it's early spring, and you're all going to start growing things. Look at you, my little lovely minion. You're already working on the wheat field. The apples are already coming back in. The only thing you're whining about is a lack of tools, but you know what? Hopefully that's going to get sorted out there. Are we building anything over here? Not really, but you know what? That's fine. I am thrilled that we have made it through winter number 3, and nobody is dead. Nobody is dead. This is... I'm absolutely putting this in the win column. 3 game years of Banished, and I haven't had anyone die of starvation, bitter cold, or some other calamity. So I am calling this a win, and I am calling this a part for now. We will pick this up again next time when, hopefully, given a spot of good luck and some raw materials, we're going to expand into the bad side of the river and see what we put over there. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.